Hello everybody, it's Zechariah. As many of you know, I am dedicating my running to for every fallen police officer, firefighter, and U.S. Border Patrol member who will lose their life in the line of duty in 2021. And sadly tonight I'm running for another fallen officer who have lost his life in the line of duty. Tonight I'm running for fallen officer William Earl Collins Jr. He worked with the Doyline Police Department in Louisiana, and his end of watch was July 9th, 2021, and lost his life after he was shot and killed while responding to a domestic disturbance call. He served 10 years as a police officer, serving part-time with the Doyline Police Department as well as a correctional supervisor with the Webster Parish Sheriff's Office, and leaves behind a wife and other loving family members. Tonight I'll be running with the blue line flag in his honor. I'll be doing 7 laps around the track loop at my school, which is the equivalent of 1 mile in his honor. And tonight I'll be joined by many people, including the Winter Springs Police Department and the Sanford Police Department, who are patrolling with us tonight. An Orange County Sheriff's Office Sergeant, who's a part of the Central Florida First Responders Bagpipes and Drums, who will be playing tunes during the run, and we're also joined by my whole family here tonight. Even though it seems like I'm the only one running, at the same time there's even more running, and it's all the fun I have ran for. I know there are running in spirit tonight, including fallen officer William Earl Collins Jr. Before the run starts, I'm going to do a quick prayer in honor of his whole family and department through the hearts the men are going through, and then I'll be on my way.
For those that are tuned in tonight's Zechariah running 1 mile to honor a fallen first responder lost in the line of duty tonight. He runs for fallen officer William Earl Collins Jr. He worked with the Doyline Police Department in Louisiana. His end of watch, July the 9th, 2021. Tragically, he lost his life after he was shot and killed while responding to a domestic disturbance call. At the time of his passing, he had served a total of 10 years in law enforcement, serving part-time with the Doyline Police Department. He also worked full-time as a correctional supervisor with the Webster Parish Sheriff's Office. Leaves behind a wife as well as other loving family members. We actually have been in contact with his wife, who is actually running a mile tonight with Zechariah in Louisiana. Zechariah completing his first of 7 laps to honor Officer Collins Jr. tonight. We are always so appreciative of the various local agencies that continually come out to help honor our fallen heroes alongside of Zechariah. And tonight, helping to pay tribute to fallen officer William Earl Collins Jr., we have members of our hometown agency, the Winter Springs Police Department, patrolling behind Zechariah. Also patrolling behind Zechariah tonight, we have a member of neighboring agency, the Sanford Police Department. Playing bagpipes tonight, we have a piper from the Orange County Sheriff's Office and piper for the Central Florida First Responders Pipes and Drums Band. Again, we're all here tonight to pay tribute to a 10-year veteran of law enforcement, fallen officer William Earl Collins Jr. of the Doyline Police Department in Louisiana, who tragically lost his life on July the 9th, 2021, after he was shot and killed while responding to a domestic disturbance phone call. He was a part-time officer with the Doyline Police Department and was a full-time correctional supervisor with the Webster Parish Sheriff's Office in Louisiana. Leaves behind a wife and loving family. Zechariah now completing his second of 7 laps, which is 1 mile to honor Officer William Collins Jr. tonight. For every mile that Zechariah completes, he carries with him a unique flag. Each flag gets sent to the family of the hero that he runs to honor tonight. He carries a blue line flag that'll get sent along with a handwritten note to the wife of fallen officer William Collins Jr. This will get sent out tomorrow along with that note. If you'd like information on how you can be a part of this mission, please visit running4heroes.org. Starting on this next lap, I'm going to go silent. I'm going to remain silent for the remaining 4 laps as we reflect on the life of this hero, fallen officer William Earl Collins Jr. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the entire Collins family especially his wife. We also send out our prayers to both the Doyline Police Department as well as the Webster Parish Sheriff's Office, who are mourning the loss tonight of one of their fallen heroes. We hope this run honors Officer Collins Jr. well, and we thank him for his 10 years of service to his community, and may we never forget his service and his sacrifice. Zachariah, any final words for the family of fallen officer William Earl Collins Jr.?
To the whole family of fallen officer William Earl Collins Jr., everybody at the Doyline Police Department and the Webster Parish Sheriff's Office, hope you all heal very soon to the passing of your friend and your loved one. He sounded like an amazing man, just serving 10 years in law enforcement, but during his 10 years of service, he served with 2 departments, the Webster Parish Sheriff's Office, and also dedicated his part-time work as a police officer with the Doyline Police Department, where he unfortunately was shot and killed and lost his life. You know, when you just think about this wasn't even his full-time job. He decided to work at another department at the same time as his part-time job because he wanted to protect more communities than he could ever. He was dedicated towards his community, and he showed that. Every single time he put his badge on and went out no matter what department he was working for that day. I'll never forget him, and I hope this means as much as possible to the family and the whole department. If you're part of Officer Collins' family, I'll be sending you this blue line flag and remember tonight in your hero's honor, as well as a handwritten note already written and ready to be sent out in your hero's name. There's no preference at all on what we want you to do with the flag or the note, but whatever you do with it, we hope you find comfort every single time you look at it, knowing that your fallen hero, Officer William Collins Jr., will never be forgotten down here in Florida and throughout the whole entire nation. In honor of his legacy and keeping his memories alive, if all of you would like to first of all join me in a 21-second moment of silence, each second dedicating one amazing thing he did during his life, including in law enforcement or an accomplishment he made during his life as well. So if I'll back to this 21-second moment of silence, please do. Now, thank you all for joining me in that 21-second moment of silence, just like a tornado gun salute, to remember his life and bring his memories forward. Now, for more time tonight, this time I'll bow our heads, this time in a prayer for his family and department that the hearts and men are going through to help them find comfort through the way of recovery. Dear God, tonight we've had to come out here to do just one single mile, but this 1 mile is for a very amazing fallen first responder. It was for fallen officer William Collins Jr., out of Louisiana, lost his life after being shot and killed during a domestic disturbance call. God, domestic disturbances and domestic violences are what takes our police officers and firefighters so much every single year, and it's very sad whenever I hear about one of these passings again. It's one of the most highest line of duty deaths for our police officers, and it's unfortunately still going up. God, watch over all first responders as they go into the night shift tonight across the United States. Keep them all safe. And please, please, please watch over the family of this fallen officer, and just watch over his whole department. Keep them all safe, and let's hope that we never have to do another run for a fallen family and department in the future that may be going through the same loss passing like this. Thank you again, God, for keeping me safe and healthy, but let's hope I never have to come out and do a mile again for a fallen first responder, as I am caught up to this date. Thank you again, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you all for joining me in this 1 mile run. It means so much to the whole family of fallen officer William Earl Collins Jr. If you did better heads in that in that moment of silence and that prayer, he was an amazing man, left behind a wife, other loving family members. Please watch over his family, keep them all safe, and please send message of encouragement in the chat to help out his family. Thank you all for watching. Like I said in the prayer, we are caught up as of right now. And let's hope that continues for a long time, because even if there's one passing in a whole entire week, that one passing could mean so much sorrow on a fallen family. Thank you again for watching. Hope you have a great and safe night, and I pray God blesses you all.